All right, guys, so we're going to be covering the week of February 15th. On Monday is family day, so secret workout you'll see when you come in, partner workout, but I'm not going to discuss that here. When you come in, you will see all the fun. Tuesday, I had a request for a workout. I usually never put requests into the actual programming, but it was one of our founding members, Joanne Smith, and she's turning 50. So what better way to celebrate that than Filthy 50? So Filthy 50, you can see all the different things you guys got to go through. For this, there's a 30-minute time cap, no exception to that rule. I want you guys to scale appropriately, whether it be the movements themselves or the actual amount of reps. I suggest the amount of reps first. So stuff like wall balls, you can scale the weight. Kettlebell, you can scale the weight on that. Knees to elbows, definitely knee raises, but number one is I want you to scale back the reps before you scale back the movements. So either 40s or 30s for beginners is what we have. On Wednesday, squat cleans for advanced and intermediate, and then power cleans from the floor for beginner. Metcon for that day is a little bit different for each level there. So 3 rounds for time of 15 squat cleans and 15 handstand push-ups for the advanced. The only difference for intermediate is going to be the weight and the pike push-ups, making sure that those are very, very hard. I don't want you guys blasting through those. If you are scaling the handstand push-up, I want you to make those as hard as you possibly can. Beginner is a little bit different of a workout altogether. It's going to be 4 rounds for time of 10 power cleans, 10 front squats, and 10 push-ups. So totally different, but same movements, just breaking those out. On Thursday, what we have is deadlifts for A1, and then A2 is going to be max effort dead hang pull-ups. The coaches will discuss with you in class how they want you to approach the pull-ups, whether or not to use a band or not, and whether or not you should be aiming for a specific number depending on where you are in your training. Ring rows is going to be for beginners with that tempo of 1-1-1-1, and definitely making these as hard as you possibly can. Metcon for that day is going to be a retest of CrossFit Games Open 12.3. So we've retested this pretty much every year. This is a great one. It's a longer Metcon. It's an 18-minute AMRAP, super simple. It's 15 box jumps, 12 push press, 9 toes to bar. If you have toes to bar, if you have 1 or 2 at a time, I want you guys to work on actually hitting 1 or 2 at a time and doing toes to bar, not scaling this one on this day. If it comes up in the open and you want to do it RX, you don't really have a choice there. So usually we scale you back to get you better. This one, I want you guys to get better, but in a different capacity. So working on actually just getting those reps done properly. On Friday is A1, A2 of back squats and sled pushes. What I've done is I'm not giving you a body weight RX weight. I've said as heavy as possible with no walking allowed. So when you're doing this, you have to be somewhat jogging with the sled. So if you get to a point where it's too heavy that you're actually just walking along the turf, that is too heavy. I want you to make sure that it's heavy enough that you can actually still jog somewhat. Metcon for that day is a classic CrossFit workout, is Annie. So 50, 40, 30, 20, 10 of double unders and sit-ups. Super simple couplet. Blasting through that. What I've done is single skips is 5 times the amount. And so if your first round is going to actually be 250 single skips, I want you guys to try to stay away from doing singles this day. I want you to attempt to do doubles. So if you're trying to get double unders and you don't have them yet and you're just practicing, attempts will count for this day. Saturday, what we have is split jerk followed by shoulder press. So this is going to be a heavily dominated shoulder day because of the Metcons. We're actually doing 50, 40, 30, 20, 10 again, so 2 days in a row with completely different movements this day. It's going to be push press at a light weight followed by calories on the rower and air dyne. So I say a light weight. If you're having trouble with 75 or 55 pounds as the RX, that is not a light weight for you. You should have absolutely no trouble thinking about doing 50 of these and getting through that. If you're doing these in sets of 5s or 10 on the first set, way too heavy. I want you guys to be able to get through a solid 20 reps right off the hop and then worry about later rounds. You'll break those up, obviously. But if you're having to break those up right out of the gate, it's too heavy. I want a lightweight, moving very, very quick. Intermediate is going to be different rep ranges as well as beginner. So you can see the differences here. If you're using the air dyne, it's obviously going to be a little bit harder, but better for conditioning. So pick your poison on that day, whatever you want to use, and that'll be that workout. We've done that in the past, so look back in your books to see how you've done. I'll put on the board of the last time that we actually did that. We'll see you guys in the gym.